This is Joker. The mission is go.
What you foretold, you never see it coming.
So with the announcement of Joker being in Smash, and me being excited far beyond anything else, but realizing the biggest issue of this is I don't have a Switch, so I'm craving the gameplay of it, but that's not really feasible right now. So that brings me to this game, Bakuretsu Monsters. Now you might be wondering, why is Catwoman, if you haven't recognized who she is yet, Catwoman doing on the screen right now? Well, that's because yep, Batman is in the game, Joker as well, and Catwoman. So it's pretty cool that they have Ninja Batman here in this game. Oh, pretty awesome. So this is Bakuretsu Monsters, a game I've been playing for a good month or so. Now one of the reasons I call the gameplay like Smash, and this is our single player mode, as single player as you can get in a gacha game. You pretty much go throughout this hexagon? No, I'm just going to call them tiles. This tile map, walking around and fighting enemies. Now I've cleared most of the first world already, and we're just going to try to get to this guy since I already fought the one down there, just to show off some of the gameplay. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and fight this guy. This is my current team. I'll explain that in a second. Also, by the way, I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. No, I can't find it. That sucks. Characters from Pop Team Epic, if you've watched that anime, are also in this game as well. Is Smash Bros. A ambitious collab? This game is an ambitious collaboration.
Hey, hey!
So here are the base gameplay. You have a flat map, 3D characters on a 2D plane, which hit each other pretty much. I know it's not Smash, but let me have this, okay? Now, for this single player mode, it's kind of not fair. They pin you against so many enemies so often, and the AI knows exactly what to do every single second. It's so freaking annoying. If the gameplay wasn't very fun, this game wouldn't be worth it. But as you can see, I have 3 different skills. I've got 2 smaller circles and then 1 bigger one. The smaller one are simple. Oh, okay, you want to hit me. Okay, you want to hit me more. Oh, okay, you okay. Anyway, let's do that. So there you go. Those are my 2 simple skills. I can use this to activate my friend. They unleash their ultimate skill. And then I can unleash my ultimate skill. Every ultimate is different. Some are better than others. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's just how it works in these kind of games. Even though there's an online function to it, some attacks are just 100% better than others. There we go. And that's finished. Now, instead of hitting enemies outside of a field, the real idea is to smash them against things. So hitting them against the wall to make sure they bounce up and hit the wall, or even some like hazard obstacles or around the stage. So if you get them to hit that, they'll start to lose more health. That's the main idea of the game. That's what you want to be doing. You want to knock enemies far away. So we're just going to do a few more battles here. Let's fight these guys. Now these little things are experience orbs, I guess, creatures. Fighting them gets you experience for said characters. If you look up at the top of my screen, you can see the characters have a color behind them. That's their element. Some games normally opt for, again, the blue, green, and red triangle. So the weapon triangle, if you will. Either they'll do fire, water, wind, or grass. One of the two. Or they'll go for like, maybe like power, whatever. You know what I mean. And then they would add a yellow and purple, like light and dark. But this game doesn't go that far, which I can at least appreciate. Oh boy, I'm getting my ass kicked a bit here, huh? Not really. I'm just kind of dicking around. Hey. I don't think there's too much else to add about the gameplay. It's pretty simple. You roll. I mean, you swipe to roll. That's how you dodge. When you jump and you swipe down, you do like a little down attack. So it's to punish any enemies jumping up at you, that kind of stuff. Oops, shoot. I mean, I wouldn't mind dying if I could show off my other characters here. My pride probably won't let me, though. Yeah, it probably won't let me. Yeah, I'm not gonna die. Some special attacks, I think I already said it, are better than others. It's just kind of a fact. Lily's is okay if there's not too much obscuring her way. There we go. Anyway, let's go ahead and call on our friend here to give a nice hit and finish the battle. Did I call her Lily again? That's not her name. I believe it's Tina. I'm thinking of Dragalia again. I'm thinking just Ice character who's a little girl. Now overall, this is probably one of the most accessible games to play as a foreigner. Or I should say someone who doesn't speak Japanese. It's not really too hard to understand. You got your events right here at the bottom. You have news right here at the top. You've got your menu, which I rarely even go into, if at all. The only real issue is that it kept throwing me off. I was unlocking stuff. I'm like, why am I gaining nothing from this? Is if you go over here and you see this little like yellow ticket, I kept thinking I was getting some sort of currency. I wasn't. I was getting titles. And that was the only issue that threw me off. Other than that, it's very interesting that this is another game that has both a premium and freemium. I'm not sure if those words make any sense. But they have summon currencies. So you have summon tickets, they call it gacha tickets here, and then you have this like crystal diamond thing. If I can find an image of one. Right here, you see where it says 10. That, both of those can be used for summoning. One has better benefits as it normally has a higher pull rate, and it also gives you things for using this currency. But you can't really earn that currency naturally besides like achievements. Like they don't drop and logging in. That's kind of it. So little in edit. I've been trying to record this for a good hour now, but every time I record it, my data keeps getting corrupted. Why does this keep happening to me? So I tried doing an online battle, which I just want to jump in, show you. You should already know what the base gameplay looks like. I've shown you before. This is the online mode. The top one is like just battle randoms, and the bottom one is make a room and fight your friends. You've got your classic mode, which is my favorite mode since it reduces everyone's level to 1. It's totally fair playing ground when you're in classic mode. But then you have your gacha mode, which is like special rules and stuff like that. Now, for losers, you are awarded at least something for losing. Winners get 1,000 coins and 4 items from the reward list. And then at the last place, you only get 600 coins and 3 items. Really, you're not losing much. So even if you're not a great player, you're still being rewarded for playing their multiplayer mode, which I think is the better option than saying you lose and they give you some pittance compared to what like number 1 gets. Overall, classic mode is just kind of play for fun and get some rewards while you're at it. But you go into gacha mode, the rewards are upped. You get 8 reward items, 2,000 coins, and then last place, 5 items, 1,000 coins. It's still not that big of a disparity between the rewards, but at the same time, you can understand going into this mode, people are in it to win it. Every day, the reward list changes, so if we go right here to the bottom, this is the current reward list. It's totally random, so even if you lose, like the recording that was lost, I got third place. I still got the most rarest item on there. It really doesn't matter, you just have to play it a lot, but the issue is that this list resets every day. It's a daily list, and there's a lot of stuff on it. You need to play a lot. And when you run out of stamina, the game advises you, play online. Just play online. It's totally free, no stamina cost, no nothing. Just start playing online. So that's what the game really pushes you towards. It's like, you finish playing single player stuff, come over here, keep playing. And each match is 3 minutes, so every match you play, you regain 1 stamina. Or I believe each match is 3 minutes. Let me check that. I'm sorry, they're 2 minutes. Then we move over to the gacha real quick. There is no real reason to ever do single pulls in this game. There's never a good reason. I would love it to show you, but again, I lost that footage. I mean, I guess 1 really won't hurt. So we're going to try for Batman here. And you're going to summon 1. But obviously, you want to summon the 10 because it gives +1. You get 11 things. You always want to do that one. That's how I got Catwoman. I did the summons and I got that +1 and it was Catwoman. I wanted Batman, but hell, I'll take Catwoman. Oh my god. So this is the rarest one. It's not Batman. Okay. So even more so, the more interesting thing is that you have the two currencies. You got your gacha tickets and you've got the premium currency. I'm not sure what it's called, but the premium currency gives far more rewards. There's even this little checkbox right here at the top that if you summon with the premium currency, you just get more stuff in general. One of my complaints about the game was that money and reward items are hard to come by because there isn't a dedicated stage to either just grind for money or grind for materials to evolve your characters. That's one of my biggest gripes about this game. So if we move over to monsters, since we might as well. And also, I like how I again mock something and get something for it. I should just mock everything from now on. I love the monster selection here. 1 to 2 star monsters are pretty useless, even though I like number 18 is a very cool looking monster. It's just not viable in any situation because they don't have an ultimate skill. But like from 25 to 26, I love the evolution phases. Like 2, he's just kind of a boring dragon. Like he's kind of cool, but then here he's like rock and roll dude. And he gets the ultimate skill. You have a ton of monsters with a ton of evolutions, but again, because it's kind of hard to get the materials needed, even the money needed to level up your monsters, it's frustrating to have this many monsters and not being able to level them up. Again, my collector aspect of me likes collecting all the monsters, but just the thought of leveling them up and evolving them is a migraine. I'm lucky I got it with like our first one here, who's like your starter type. This is your starter fire type Pokemon in this case. But you see here, he evolves, he gets a little cooler, and then he gets like freaking dope. Same with like our water starter here, makes a pretty dramatic change. And then here he's just like, whoa dude. Now of course you can't have a gacha game without some badass dudes, but even more so, freaking waifus. You can't have it without waifus. Now, Gwen here, she's obviously means penguin, is the cutest penguin I have ever seen. Kimono friends, freaking eat your hearts out. This is the best penguin. This is the thickest, best penguin. Then again, Kimono had some crazy penguins. But regardless, she's one of my favorite characters. I love everything about her. I love her design. The attention to detail to every single character model is crazy. They're not just like crappy low poly models. These are highly detailed, highly beautiful character models you have here. You've got some badass monsters, but more importantly, you have waifu, thick butterflies, waifus, waifus. Like, it's just never ending, and I don't ever have all of them. This is one of my favorites, though. I think all of them are my favorites, but I like her hair. You see it's shaped as a little hamster. Oh my god, that's amazingly cute. And of course, we still have thick woman, too.
Extra thick!
But of course, if you're not into waifus, there's obviously badass dudes. Obviously the dragon we just summoned earlier. But you have also got people like Zio here. You've got this glacier dude here. And freaking fire monkey, who's also pretty cool. Well, I guess he's not a monkey. I think he's a deer since he has hooves. And then we move over to events, which I think are the worst part about the game. Because they're frustrating. They're frustratingly annoying. Where you have the Harley Quinn one, right? And you would think you want your players to get as many characters as possible. And I understand she's a 4-star, so she turns into a 5-star. But it's insanely hard to get her. So any newcomer coming into the game, it's impossible. You have to take 50 stamina. I have 63, by the way, at level 38. So only imagine how many times it would take just to get 100. But even worse, look at the level disparity between it. This is insanely stupid. 70, 75, 80, 100, and then like super buffed at the end. Why is it like that? That's so annoying. It's so very, very freaking annoying. I don't like this whatsoever. Because you have your players miss out on possible characters. I feel free characters should be accessible. I understand you want characters that are seemingly better to be difficulty, like have a difficulty wall, but still, it's annoying. Because at the end of the day, skill should matter the most. But in this game, sometimes it doesn't even matter about skill. There was one character that had came out recently when I had first started playing the game about a month ago, and he was just ruining people in the online match because his ultimate attack was devastating. His skills, devastating. You know, some characters are faster than others. Overall, there's a kind of a balancing issue here that I think not even skill can overcome. Especially when you have a game where whaling is possible, and whaling to make characters stronger. You know, I'm so iffy on this game because I want to love it. I want to love it so much. The concept, the gameplay, the characters. Oh my god, it spits polish all over the place. But it's so frustrating. It's such a slow burn game. When it comes to gacha games, you kind of want a faster burn. Money is at a slow rate. Increasing characters' power is at a slow rate, because if you want to spend money and you've leveled up your characters once, well, it's going to cost a ton more money, because if they're level 1, it costs like 100, I believe. If they're level 10, it costs 1,000. If they're level 30, 3,000. A shit ton of money, not real money, but in-game money has to go for leveling up characters. But at the end of the day, why level them up when you don't have the materials yet and you can't grind for them? You just kind of have to hope on luck that you get these materials. It's very frustrating. I don't know, the difficulty spikes are the truly annoying part about the game. You can play the single player content pretty easily, actually, and I think that's where most of my fun has come from, just playing through the map. Unfortunately, replayability is kind of lacking, where if you clear a map, they don't spawn random enemies at random places besides the treasure enemies, which again are kind of, they're just random. They show up and then they go away. And I kept getting an error when I challenged the same enemy on the same spot of the map. It would close me out of the game. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe other people haven't had the same problem. I don't know. Overall, I think this game is at least worth checking out. I'm not sure for how much longer. Like, I've enjoyed the game, and I'm pretty iffy on actually deleting it or not. But the faults are so apparent. Shit, I just dropped my phone.
You never see it come back.
I just dropped my phone. Damn it. Sorry about that. I hope that wasn't loud. Oh, gosh, that sucked. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, I'm not sure if it's worth the investment for this game. When, I don't know, maybe others have had a better time, but like, I can only assume they maybe put some money into it. Another game I'm kind of just iffy on. It's good, it has very good redeeming qualities, but when you look at it at face value, where it's an obvious, just like Dragalia, it has a gacha system that uses 2 different types of currencies for obvious reason. One has a bit more of a use than the other, and look and behold, obviously the one that you have to pay real money for has the better use. Which I see this becoming a thing that's going to happen more often in these kind of games. Something I don't want to see happen too much, but you know, the market says a lot. People copy what's popular and what works too. But overall, I hope you guys check out Bakuretsu Monsters. I think it's worth something. What that is, I'm just not sure. Some people might find more value in it. I do like the Smash-like combat. I do love the characters. But the slow grind is very infuriating. I feel like I've gotten really nowhere as far as when it comes to progressing my characters. And the more I get, the more this list of characters is just daunting. It's just like, oh, well, I need to use this character. I can go on and on and on. But sitting here playing the game, it's like, yeah, it's pretty freaking fun. Even if the story mode, I'm not sure you can call it that. Even if the single player mode is a bit of an asshole, it's always pitting you against 2 characters, the game is still fun to play. So tell me what you guys think. I really want to hear your opinions if you check it out. Or maybe what do you think from this AppCast? What do you think seeing the gameplay yourself? Other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Discord if you want me to check out any game on the App Store. And I'm including co-op games now because I think it'd be good to add those games too. Seeing how Smash Tap had a pretty good audience, Japanese games can get audiences from American audiences, or even I should say Western audiences. So I definitely want to check those games out too. I normally kind of avoid them. And with all that said, don't forget to check out the channel. We have hundreds of videos for you to enjoy. We have a full playlist of AppCast games. So if you're looking for a new game to enjoy, check that playlist out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.